All right, I think this is going to be the last one, unless y'all leave some more in the comments and it inspires me to make another one. But this one is about you. Again, the gray rock method, which is huge when you're leaving. It's so extremely helpful. Because remember that the abuser feeds off of the drama and they need you to stay weak and gullible, and in order for narcissism to be effective, they need you to depend on them and need them and believe them and trust them, and they feed off of all of those things that you give them. The gray rock method is a communication strategy to disengage from toxic or abusive individuals by becoming emotionally unresponsive and inconspicuous like a gray rock, minimizing emotional engagement and depriving the abuser of the reactions they crave. It doesn't actually say where the term originated from, I guess, except being like a gray rock. But anyway, the goal is to make yourself less interesting to manipulative or abusive people so they lose interest in engaging with you. So when they don't get that reaction, they don't feel the stress and the needy whatever that they get when they're abusing you. That like gives them more energy. And have y'all seen that movie Jennifer's Body? It kind of makes me think of that, because like she's weak until she eats the boys and then she's, she gains power back. Anyway, the cycle of abuse wouldn't keep flowing without the power that the abuser gets from you. So you, especially when you're trying to get out, you have to just disassociate. Like keep your, oh man, that's another one I forgot to talk about. You have to keep your composure and remember that these abusive tactics that they're using are just straight manipulation. They have nothing to do with you or who you are as a person, and no matter what they say about you or how they treat you, you deserve better. Once I started doing that, like, I wasn't even being mean to him. We were separated. I ran into him a couple times, and keeping my distance and being like rigid, cold to him shut him down so fast. One of the times he walked up and was trying to be all charming and disgusting, and I was just like cold, straight to the point, get the fuck away from me, basically. With an attitude though, not with my words, because if you try to be mean to him, to the abuser, they're just gonna turn it around on you and abuse you further or manipulate you because you're being mean. So just disconnecting yourself from the abuse and from the person, even if it's fake, like even if you're not to the point where you are feeling cold towards them, use it. And I know that's manipulative, but for your safety, for your sake, for your mental health, you have to use this tactic to get yourself out of there. Especially if you've already made the decision to leave and they're trying to suck you back in. Staying strong in your decision. And like I said, you don't have to be mean, but like there's nothing here for you anymore. I have nothing left to give you. Stay away from me. That's just the outlook you have to have when you're transitioning out of that situation. Otherwise, they still have control and they're just gonna keep trying to manipulate you. I hope these were helpful. I'm sure there are some more that will come up later that I might add to, but if any one of these resonated with you and you have more to say about it, feel free to leave it in the comments, because again, I'm not a therapist. I don't know jack shit about nothing. I'm just here to tell my story and from personal experience how these things affected me in my life and how I would recommend getting away from them if I was in that situation again, or if I knew then what I know now, I guess, basically. Hopefully, if you're in any of these situations, you're well on your way out and these can give you that final push to get there.